Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm back with another video. Today we have one of my friend Ujjwal with us. So he'll be giving a complete talk regarding BIRLASOFT company. And guys, before starting our talk, Ujjwal will be giving a small introduction about himself. So let's hear that, and later we'll go with our interview experience. Hi Ujjwal.
Hi, Akshay.
So finally, firstly, congratulations for being selected at BIRLASOFT.
Thanks a lot.
So if
So,
possible, just give a small introduction about yourself to audience. About you.
of course. Hi, everyone. So my full name is Ujjwal Dhanpole, and I'm currently working as a software engineer in a product-based company from based out of Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working here since more than 1.5 year now.
Mm-hmm.
And as my educational background, if you talk about that,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm a mechanical engineer, and I completed in year 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I worked for almost more than 2.5 years in non-IT industry
Okay.
as a business analyst and as a trainer in
Okay.
automobile industry.
Mm-hmm.
So during lockdown, I just had to leave that job,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wanted to shift to IT industry. So for that, I just pursued one certification, got
Okay.
some
Mm-hmm.
background on the IT industry, got some
Mm-hmm.
knowledge, and
Okay.
just switched to IT industry. It was not that easy. It was
Okay.
a long,
Yep. Yep.
but maybe someday, if I get a chance, I will explain that. So, okay. So, yeah, that's it about my education. So, currently, what I'm working on, I will explain. I'm working as a UI developer
Mm-hmm.
in the company, and I work on technologies like React.js and JavaScript.
All right. Cool. So yeah, which will coming to its hiring procedure, like when compared to other companies, like how is it build a soft hiring procedure? Is it same or is it a bit different? How is it?
Okay, yeah. So little bit different, you can say. There are four major steps which you have to clear. Okay, four
Okay.
steps are there. So I will explain one by one.
Yep.
First of all, there will be first of all they will conduct a Versant English person test. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
so they will share a website link with you,
Okay.
and it is versanttest.com. The website name is,
Okay.
and through that they conduct a test, and they will declare the result within 2 to 3 days.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and once you finish the version test and clear it, they will
Mm-hmm.
ask you to create your profile on the firstNaukri portal.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and within 2 to 3 days, you will get the result.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, they will schedule one aptitude test for you.
Okay.
Okay. So the test duration will be 90 minutes, and majorly, you know, what are the kind of questions they
Mm.
ask? Just uh, aptitude question, reasoning, and some English questions, like English grammar questions.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it will be included there. Okay. So yeah, after this, if you are able to clear this aptitude test,
Okay.
then there will be a third round,
Mm-hmm.
okay, which will be a technical round,
Okay.
and some technical question I will share with you. So maybe, of course, first question is the common one. Introduce yourself.
Okay.
So here you can include your hobbies, your interest, and but the most important part is your technical part, which you are interested in, like which language you are proficient in,
Mm-hmm.
and your skills, which are relevant to this
Mm-hmm.
particular job role. So
Okay.
that is more important to mention. Okay.
Ujjwal, one thing, sorry to interrupt you.
No issues,
Just
no issues.
just had a small curiosity like assessment. Were there any coding question, Ujjwal, as you mentioned?
Yes, coding questions are there. Yeah, I will share that.
Chalo. Okay, coding questions were there in assessment.
Yeah, coding questions are there. Yes.
Uh,
Oh no, you are talking about aptitude test.
in aptitude part, were they including
No,
coding
no,
question?
no, 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 no,
No.
no. In aptitude, there were no coding question. In technical round, they asked me some coding questions.
Chalo. As you mentioned in assessment, there will be only common thing like aptitude and English
Only.
comprehension. That's it. But no coding question.
Correct, correct. No, 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 not at all.
Chalo, we are good to go with the technical round then. You can continue,
Yes.
Ujjwal. Yeah.
Okay. So first, you have to introduce yourself. That is the most common question.
Mm-hmm.
And second question that come to me, just because I was not from IT industry and I was coming from a different background apart from IT. So they
Mm-hmm.
just asked me, why do you want to switch to IT industry?
Okay.
So I hope that many of you might not face this situation, but yeah, if you face this, so you should be ready with that answer. Okay.
How did
So
how
next,
how did you respond to the question, Ujjwal?
okay. So first of all, see, during lockdown, I think in 2020 or 21,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, in 2020.
Mhm.
So almost all the industries collapsed, which were working manually,
Yeah.
okay, not virtually.
Mhm.
So I was working in a production plant, and yeah, there was some issues, of course, but I met with an accident and I got my hand fractured.
Oh,
So
okay.
still I had to go to
Yeah.
the work and
Okay.
complete my duty.
Mhm.
But yeah, after that they provided work from home. That was good, but the salary was not that competent, and I was not able to, you know, fulfill my
Mhm.
needs. I had some loans going on,
Okay.
so
Oh, okay.
I just decided that why not to work in the industry which pays good, which
Mhm.
gives good,
Mhm.
I mean, growth,
Yep.
has career opportunities,
Mhm.
skill-based industry.
Okay.
So that's why I just wanted to shift to IT
Shifted. Yeah.
industry.
All right.
Yeah. And yeah, after that also I just started learning by my
Mhm.
own,
Mhm.
and I was very interested in
Mhm.
programming.
Okay. Mhm.
So I just, studied that, and then I later decided that I just want to go into IT
I
industry
did
and I
it.
want to become a developer.
All right. So, like, how are the questions, Ujjwal, since you are from non-IT background? So, how are the questions asked from the panelist during the TR?
Okay. Yeah. See, even if I was from a non-IT background, but of course they are hiring for some technical role, so they will be asking the technical questions.
Yep.
So, first question, which is the most hottest question you can say, which was, what is OOPS in Java?
Oops.
And they just asked me to explain some OOPS concept.
Okay.
Majorly, they asked me to explain the encapsulation. What is
Mhm.
encapsulation? Just explain and give some day-to-day life example about
Mhm.
that.
Okay. Mhm.
And later, the next question was, what is object? What
Okay.
are objects in Java?
Mhm.
And what are class in Java?
Okay.
Just give me a real life example of that.
Mhm.
Okay. And later, they asked me, uh, what is static in Java? Static. What is
Static.
the static keyword? What is the significance of that?
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then there was the question like, we write one statement in Java like public static void
Mhm.
main.
Okay.
So they just asked me to explain the significance of
Okay.
each and every word,
Mhm. Okay.
like public,
Yep.
static, void, and main. What is that?
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. So later, the next immediate question was, what is void? Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. After this, public static void main, they just separately ask what is void? What is the meaning of that? And later they asked me what are the constructors in Java, what is the significance of the constructors, and next question was like, what will happen if we just declare the main class as private? Will
Okay.
there be any effect on that
Mhm.
code?
Okay. Mhm. Okay.
Okay. And yeah, this was more related to Java initially,
Okay. Okay.
but
Mhm.
later they just switched to database part.
Database.
And
Okay.
yeah, the first question I remember, which was, what is RDBMS and what is DBMS? This was
DBMS.
the first question. Yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. As I didn't have that much of knowledge about database, but a little bit of SQL
Mhm.
part I have just theoretically covered.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, so they just move to the next question. Like there were some questions like, what is unique key, what is primary
Mhm.
key,
Okay.
and they asked me to write a query to
Mhm.
get the highest salary from
Okay.
the table. So this was the first question, first coding question you can say about SQL.
SQL. So,
Okay.
Ujjwal, as you mentioned, they inform you to write a query to get the highest salary. So,
Yeah.
how was the platform like? Did they share any screen or you have to type in front of them, or like how was it actually?
Yeah. They actually asked me to share my screen and
Screen,
just asked me to write in the notepad.
notepad. All right. Chalo.
Yeah. Okay. Because they didn't want the
I
exact
know.
query. They just wanted to know the logic behind that. How do I apply that?
Chalo. So,
Okay.
it was all about DBMS. So, they asked the
Yeah.
query to write and also coming to the coding, Ujjwal. So, how was the
Yes.
coding question asked in the TR? Can you talk more?
Yes. Actually, they asked me two coding questions. First
Okay.
question was very common one. What is palindrome? And
Okay.
just they asked me to write a code for that.
Okay.
What is palindrome, and write a code for that. And next question was, it was very simple. Just we had to reverse a string.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. So this was the two coding question that was asked in my interview. And about SQL, they just continue after that, like what is join, what are joins,
Joins.
what
Okay.
is inner join, left join, right join. So just had to explain about that.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's it about SQL and Java. But
Oh,
uh, yeah, after this, there was one question that why should we hire you?
Okay.
So,
Uh-huh.
so this was a little bit tricky because I was a fresher for IT
Yeah.
industry at that time, and I didn't have that much
Yep.
experience and skills.
Okay.
So I was very nervous as a fresher. So I just answered, and I will tell you what I answered in that interview.
Please
That
go.
so I think here it's time to show your intent to the
Mhm.
interview that yes,
Mhm.
you are willing to learn here, and that's why you are switching to IT industry. Okay. So as a tip, I would say that just describe why you want to be a part of this organization. Just tell them the career path you have imagined in your mind, and talk about the growth, and always end with the golden statement. With a golden line, you can say like currently my first priority is to get the industrial experience and learn as much as I can. Okay. And so that I get the understanding of the work, and in future I will be ready to handle the complex problems
Mhm.
in the same company.
Mhm.
And as a senior, I would be able to help the other colleagues, and of course our organization will be benefit from that. So as a long-term goal, also, I mean, I have covered the long-term goal also about this organization,
Mhm.
and I could answer this like this, that why should we hire you?
Hello.
So this was my answer.
Cool.
Okay.
So, putting the spotlight on the project part, Ujjwal, were there any
Okay.
question related to your academic project or any previous kind of projects? Any talk on that?
Yeah, actually, see, first of all, I just had all the IT knowledge just because
Mhm.
of a certification which I
Certification.
did.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so that certification was basically one MERN stack,
Mhm.
which didn't involve Java.
Java.
But
Okay.
yes, there was some introduction to Java and core Java they covered during the initial start of the certification.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, so from there only I got some knowledge about Java, and I had developed some small projects like flight booking projects,
Okay.
and from YouTube I referred some projects and developed
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
So yeah, there were some questions about that, and
Okay.
they just asked some tricky question that what if you want to do this? How will you code
Mhm.
in that? How
Mhm.
what will you change in your project?
Mhm. Okay.
So as my projects were not so advanced, to be honest,
Mhm.
so there were very small changes which they asked to do, and
Okay.
I just logically explained that, not by coding,
Okay. Mhm.
that yes, this we can do, this we can apply, this concept we can use.
Okay.
That's it.
Got it, Ujjwal. So coming just a small curious regarding the coding part, Ujjwal. So
Okay.
is it same on the Notepad? Is it platform on their own? How was it?
No, no, no. For Java coding, they shared one platform. I
Platform.
think, yeah, one online compiler link they shared with me.
Okay. Okay.
So
Mhm.
there they conducted.
Chalo. So apart from this, any situation-based question, Ujjwal? Like they'll be giving a situation and they'll be seeing how you're gonna react or perform into that situation. Any such kind of question?
I think I don't remember.
Chalo.
Yeah. I got it. One question was there, like if you had some fight with your manager or colleague,
Okay.
okay, or which is senior to you,
Uh-huh.
so and you're not ready to talk to that person, okay,
Okay. Okay.
but as he's a senior, he's a manager, then and just because of that you're not able to progress in your work,
Mm-hmm.
you're just stuck at a point and there is no one to help.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you handle that situation? How
Okay.
will you handle? So this was the question.
How did you answer to
So
that?
actually, it was really pretty tough for me because I never faced such a situation,
Mm-hmm.
and I just honestly answered that I have never faced such a situation.
Okay.
And while working, I just make sure that due to my work, no one
Mm-hmm.
gets disturbed.
Yep.
Okay,
Agreed. Mm-hmm.
and so that this condition will never arrive,
Mm-hmm.
and it had never arrived in my career till now.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, okay, and he just moved to the next question. That where do you see yourself after 5 years in
Yeah.
BirlaSoft? So I just answered like I just see myself a technically sound person who
Mm-hmm.
can just solve the difficult issues in short time.
Mm-hmm.
This was my answer.
Chalo. So this was all about the technical round.
Yeah.
So before jumping to the HR question, Ujjwal, are you forgetting anything? You want to mention anything before going to the HR?
Uh, no, Akshay, I think this
Chalo.
much I remember and I did everything.
Chalo, chalo. So then this was all about the HR. So coming to the time taken to get the selected result, how much time it took
Oh,
actually? Any idea?
oh, okay. See, I think after my English version test,
Okay.
uh, they took just 2 days to declare the
Today.
result,
Okay.
and after aptitude round,
Mm-hmm.
they took around 1 week to
1 week.
declare the result.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after aptitude, there was a technical round, and
Okay.
after technical, they just took 1 day.
1 day. Okay.
Yeah, just after 1 day, I got the mail. I mean, on the same day I got the mail. I
Mail.
at night you will be having interview tomorrow, HR
Okay.
round.
Mm-hmm. Chalo.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, next was the HR round, the final round.
Yes. Yeah.
So how was your experience, HR experience?
Yeah, actually, it was, I mean, I can say the toughest round I have faced because
Toughest.
I generally, yeah, because there is a reason I will tell you.
Okay.
I'm 2018 pass out, first of all,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and they were hiring for 2019 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about 2021
Mm-hmm.
when this hiring was happening.
Okay.
And at that time, they were hiring just for 2019 and 20 pass outs, and I was 2018 pass out.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So already 3 years were passed,
Mm-hmm.
and they were
Yeah.
not considering me as a fresher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will talk to the questions which they asked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
first question was very common, which you already know, that introduce yourself,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and just ask me about my background,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, and the next immediate question was, you are from mechanical background, why do you want to switch to IT industry? And even after 2 3 years of why do you want to switch to IT industry? You
Okay.
can work in the same industry, you can grow there. So she was putting a lot of questions on that thing only.
Okay.
So yeah, somehow I tackled that because I told her that I have cleared the technical round.
Technical.
So yes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm capable of doing this job.
Mm-hmm.
So she was convinced with that answer, and she moved to the next question,
Okay.
that what do you know about BirlaSoft? So
Mm-hmm.
this thing everyone should remember before applying to any company. You should do some research.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what they do and their presence in India,
Mm-hmm.
especially in your state, and outside the India,
Mm-hmm.
and what are the sectors they are targeting.
Yeah.
So you should be prepared with that. And yeah, the next question was yes, this only, regarding compensation. That
Okay. Mm-hmm.
so uh, at that time, I'm not sure about now, but they were offering 3.6 LPA
Okay.
for trainee developer role,
Right.
for
Mm-hmm.
this role.
Okay.
And as I was 2018 pass out and had a gap of
Mm-hmm.
non-IT
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
because of that, so they were not considering me freshers,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and they were hiring just for 2019 and 2020 pass out.
Mm-hmm.
So so yes, again, I repeated the same line, that I have cleared the technical round
Technical
and
round.
I'm sitting in the HR round, and I have required capabilities and
Mm.
also the learning attitude.
Yeah.
So if you consider my candidature, you will not be disappointed.
Yep.
So she said that just give me a minute,
Yep.
and she just kept herself on mute.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And after that, just after 2 3 minutes, she came back.
Mm-hmm.
I think she made a call to someone,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
just asked someone.
Regarding. Yeah.
So yeah. So just after 2 3 minutes, she came back and she said, "Okay, Ujjwal,
Mm-hmm.
that's it about this HR round. And if you get selected, you will receive a mail."
Mail. Okay.
And yeah. So next question was that, "Do you have any questions for me?" So
Okay.
that's how interview ended.
So, just a small suggestion. I mean, I wanted to get a suggestion from you, Ujjwal, since you have experience. So, when a
Okay.
HR asks, like, do you have any question? So,
Mm-hmm.
should we ask or should we be quiet? What is your personal opinion on that?
Um. Yeah, I think we should ask something. Some question we should ask. Yes, of course.
Hmm.
Um.
Yeah.
It may be regarding the, you can say, the location,
Yep.
or yeah, but you should never target the compensation.
Okay.
I think as a fresher, no, I'm saying this because at that time it was very difficult for me to
Yeah.
enter
Hmm.
into IT
Hmm.
industry,
Yeah.
especially in MNCs.
Hmm.
So BirlaSoft is an MNC.
Hmm.
So at that position, at that time I was not in a position to bargain with the
But yep.
compensation.
Hmm. Hmm.
So so yeah, you can ask about the location
Location.
and training part,
Hmm.
when it will start, what is the
Hmm.
duration of the training period,
Hmm.
because you have that rights to ask,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
you should ask.
Chalo then. So, this was all about the HR.
Yeah, this is all about HR.
So, before going to each job description, are we missing anything from the
Uh,
HR?
No, HR round was quite simple.
Simple.
Apart from just this thing,
Yeah,
just pass out here. That's it.
tricky questions actually.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, you can say.
So how much time it took Ujjwal to get the HR final result?
Oh, okay. So after HR round, it took around, I mean, I think 10 days.
10 days. Okay.
After 10 days, I received one mail
Hmm.
that you'll have to submit some documents for
Okay.
background verification.
Chalo. So that was all about the update you got from the company. Correct.
Yes, actually, I I lost complete hope
Oh,
after HR round, but surprisingly, they shared one mail
yeah.
that you have
Okay.
to share some document,
Sure.
and yeah, it took some time to
Yeah.
release the offer letter because they
Mhm.
had some
Yeah.
technical
Hmm.
issues on their portal going on.
Okay.
Okay, so you can say almost after 45 days, I received my
Hmm.
offer letter after the HR
45.
round.
It's
Yeah,
like I guess 1.5 months actually.
yeah, 1.5 months.
Chalo, yeah, as you mentioned, you got the offer letter. So is it from the normal Gmail or is it on the specific portal? Like how was it?
No, they shared me on my Gmail only,
Gmail.
and yes, but there is one portal,
Hmm.
firstNaukri.com.
Okay.
So there you have to update all the information before this process, all the process.
Okay. As you mentioned, the platform, is it a company platform or is it a third party platform? Any idea?
I'm not sure. I think it's a
Okay.
third party only,
Third party. Okay.
and they have yes, third party,
Okay.
I guess.
All right. No problem. So we'll jump to its job description, Ujjwal. So
Okay.
we'll start with the role. I mean, the designation which you got selected. Any talk on
Mhm,
that?
mhm. Yeah, the designation was for trainee software developer,
Okay.
and there is a bond for 24 months.
24. Okay.
And if you breach that bond, you will be having 1 lakh penalty.
Okay.
So this is about the job description, yeah, and of course there will be. And I mean, when I received the job description, it
Hmm.
was all about Java
Yeah.
mainly, and the designation was in oblique, like there was a designation name like trainee developer oblique
Okay. Okay.
trainee analyst.
Okay.
So for this two position they were hiring at that time. So the job description was same for
Both.
both the roles.
All right.
Yeah.
So coming to its CTC, as you mentioned, fresher can expect between 3 to 4 LPA. Correct.
Yeah, 3 to 4 he can expect, he
All
or
right.
she
So
can.
coming to its internship, Ujjwal, any talk on that? The internship as well as the stipend. Any talk on that?
Okay, see, whatever CTC you are offered now, that
Mm.
same CTC will be valid from the date of joining.
John.
Okay,
Okay.
so there is nothing kind of internship and all,
Mhm.
but yes, there is a training of around 6 months, I think.
Okay.
So for 6 months, you will be trained on the technologies
Okay.
on which you will be working on in your future project.
Okay.
So after that only you will be allocated any project or any team.
So I guess it's based upon the performance in the assessment, you'll be allocated
Yes.
to the specific
Yes.
project.
Actually, I cannot say more on that because I didn't join the company.
Acha, okay.
But uh, yeah, but everything was very smooth,
Mhm.
and you don't need to worry about anything actually. During all the entire process, they will contact you.
Mhm.
You don't need to worry. You just have to keep some patience that yes,
Patience, yeah,
this will
that's it.
be yeah.
Chalo then. So yeah, our last question, Ujjwal. Any suggestion to audience?
Yes, I would say that. See, as you are a fresher and you don't have any experience to showcase, so just remember one thing, that they are ready to train you,
Mhm.
but are you ready to learn? So this question you should ask yourself
Mhm.
always. So do you have that intent? So trust me, this is the whole summary of the interview,
Mhm.
that
Yep.
you just have to be ready to learn.
Yep.
So, and they are ready to hire you and they are ready to teach you.
Mhm.
Okay. And that's why they have that trainee tag
Yeah.
for this position,
Mhm.
trainee developer, right?
Yep.
So bottom line is that show your willingness to learn,
Mhm.
and just think that mm, they are not expecting any major things from a fresher. They are just
Mhm.
expecting a major knowledge. Okay, and communication is also very important.
Yeah.
And you have already cleared the Versant test, you have cleared the aptitude test. So in technical, they will just focus that whether you are ready to learn or
Mhm.
not.
Yep.
That's it.
Agreed.
So in-depth knowledge is an advantage, but of course it is not required as a fresher. And communication intent will surely
Yeah.
get you the offer. And yeah, that's it. But last thing, which I would say that BirlaSoft is an MNC, so many applications are there.
Mm,
There, I mean, you know, when I applied for this role and this whole process took place,
mm.
after HR round, I just lost my hope.
Cool.
Okay, that I will receive the offer later,
Yeah.
but I received that
Mm,
after 35 or 45 days, I guess.
yep.
Okay, so it was very unexpected. I
Mm,
almost lost the hope of receiving it,
mm.
but it got delayed. That's it. But I received it at the end, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So after that, I realized that I should have kept some patience.
Patience. Yeah.
And yeah, and then what happened now? During that interval, I got some other offer and I joined this.
Okay.
So if you are willing to join this company, you have to keep
Mhm.
some patience. And if
Patience.
you are not receiving any offer letter, so of course you can
Mm,
call the HR or you can just
yeah.
mail to HR
Mm.
directly. Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, and thanks for mentioning the last point regarding the patience thing, Ujjwal. So really appreciate regarding that, and I guess we covered everything which was necessary for the audience. And from my end, every question has been asked. So from your end, I guess every question has been answered. So
Yeah,
yeah, Ujjwal, really appreciate you for taking time and joining us, and sharing your BirlaSoft experience with the audience. Thanks, everybody. Means a lot.
most welcome, bro. And thanks to you also. Yeah, you are also doing a great job by putting such interview experience on your channel. It helps. It is helping a lot to freshers, especially.
Pleasure. Happy to hear that, Ujjwal. And thanks for mentioning
Thank you,
it.
bro.
And
No
yeah,
issues.
guys, this is our talk. And guys, I like to mention we also have a Telegram community group. Link is given in the description. And if you're not a subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon and subscribe. And Ujjwal, thank you once again for joining us today.
Thank you, Akshay. Have a good day.
You too. And yeah, guys, see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.